Hi Euthanine, just coming at you with another video again, just going over all the next few lesson activities that's going to focus on episode 1 of The Walking Dead, where we're going to be looking at it through a genre lens, and we're going to be doing a genre reading on this for the first episode of The Walking Dead. Now just to take note, all this that I'm going to list today, I am not expecting you to get this done in one lesson, absolutely not. This is something that we're going to be working on probably for the rest of this week, and it could even go into next week. So yeah, don't feel stressed or pressured just to try and get all this done in one go. This is something that we're going to have to just chip away at over the next couple of lessons, because you also need to watch the episode as well, and that's going to take you about an hour just to watch the first episode. So yeah, just use this video as a means to come back to and look at if you're stuck or feeling lost. Just remember that I'm also here if you need to email me, or if you want a Zoom chat or anything like that, I'm here to help. So let's get into it. So the first thing that I'd like you to do is to read the Zombie Codes and Conventions PDF, which is also attached to the email that I've sent you. This is a really important document. It basically goes and covers all the codes and conventions commonly found in the zombie genre. There's quite a few on there. We will be needing them as when we get into our genre study later on in the year, but just for now it gives you a general overview of everything you commonly see in this genre, and then as we work through this over the next couple of days, we're going to hone in and focus on just a couple of them, just for simplicity and just to make it easier. So that's attached to the email. First thing I'd like you to do is just take 10 minutes to quietly read through that. The next thing I'd like you to do is to work through the Google Slides presentation. This has everything you need to know before we watch the first episode, and it's really important. So the link to that Google Slides is also in the email. All you need to do is click it and just follow everything and watch all the videos that are linked on there. And that'll take you quite a while. There's quite a bit in there, and there's a video in there that's quite long as well, but it's very important, and that'll set you up really nicely for starting the first episode. So number 4, you go to your booklet and you read through the page, episode 1, Days Gone By, genre reading. So let's just have a quick look where that is. So just to remind you, we go to our readings tile here. I went through this in my last video, and yeah, thanks for everyone who liked and subscribed. You know, I'm trying to get my YouTube career off the ground, so it's really important. So yeah, we go to 3.2, the Walking Dead assessment booklet, and if you haven't already, I would recommend that you download this. It's really important. So we go through this and we go to episode 1. So here we go, episode 1, Days Gone By, genre reading. This is what we're doing. So the task for this is zombie movies primarily focus on apocalyptic settings and a ragtag group of survivors. Discuss the elements and themes of the zombie subgenre evident within The Walking Dead episode 1 and the broader series, using examples of the ragtag group of survivors and apocalyptic Atlanta. So when it says in brackets and the broader series, that means you can talk about other episodes, you can talk about episodes late in seasons that are very recent. If you've seen it, that's totally fine. Use correct terminology and support your response with evidence from the text. I would recommend picking 2 of the listed conventions. So as I said before, we're going to be looking at a broad range of the conventions, and then we're going to be focusing on these 3 in particular. Well, 2 for you, 2 in particular. So after you've done the reading, the PowerPoint, and then you're here, I want you to pick 2 conventions that you feel like comfortable and confident that you can identify in the text and talk about. It's going to be really important for when you get to writing your essay. There's no point picking something that you're going to struggle with. Personally, I would pick ragtag group of survivors and zombies. I think they're the easiest ones. They're really evident in the episode, and I think you'll have a lot to talk about. So that's that. And then from there, the next thing for you to do is download the Walking Dead genre evidence sheet. That's on the OLE and it's also attached to this email. And then watch and close read the episode for evidence of your chosen conventions. And I've also included the link to the episode in this email, but it's also on the OLE page as discussed. So the idea is you use the Walking Dead evidence sheet to gather quotes, detailed examples that support your conventions, or when you see your convention being used in a text, you write it down in that sheet and then you've got it to use when you write your internal assessment. Because if you don't have evidence, then then there's no credits. You have to have evidence and you have to support everything you're writing about your conventions with proof from the text that we're watching. So that's all. That's basically going to be us for the next couple of lessons, and like I said, it'll probably go into next week. So we'll just keep monitoring how we go. Please just keep in contact with me if you really want a Zoom chat, or if you want to email me. Please, lots of you have been doing that already, and it's really great. I'm always here, so I can help you as you need. That's awesome. I will catch up with you again soon when we do our second reading on narrative. And that might be early next week, but I'll put out another video to help you then. Okay, awesome. Stay safe, and I'll like and subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks.